What's going on, guys? Jose here with another vlog. So, as I just launched my vlog, and it couldn't come at a more perfect time. Even though I felt like I've been dragging my legs forever with this project. Um, really like over 4 years ago. Yeah, about 4 to 5 years ago, I was already on YouTube. I was on Facebook, obviously. I was on social media platforms, and I always thought to myself, maybe this is something I should do, right? But I just, back then I just really didn't have it in me. I didn't have the confidence. I was too worried about what other people thought. Still, you know what I mean? Would I be judged? I like all those thoughts that run through our minds, right, all the time. You know, when you're not stepping into your power, when you're not stepping into your leadership power, right? When you're still kind of like in victimhood, you know. Those are thoughts that run through our minds. But as the years have progressed, and I've been on my personal development journey, evolving to become the best version of myself, I have discovered things in me that obviously have been in me forever, but I didn't recognize it back then. So I've been wanting to launch this vlog for a while now, and here we are. But even better, and I know you guys are gonna be like, "Wow, that's not a really good thing," but I feel like it is, right? So I just recently went for a physical, right? For a physical, of my body, and she had me, the doctor, she had me go get blood work done, right? Blood work and urine samples and all kinds of samples just to see what's going on in my body or whatnot. And I got the results back, right? So, um, with that said, she called me in, to go over my results. And I'm like, well, usually, right? If they call you for results, um, if everything's fine, they usually don't even call you, right? They just like, hey, everything's good or whatnot, because that's been my experience in the past. But this time, she said, hey, can you come in to go over your results? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm thinking to myself, right, all types of stuff as well, right? So all these thoughts start creeping in my mind. I'm like, man, what's going on? Did they find something? Am I sick? Do I have some type of disease or something I don't know about? I mean, all types of thoughts start running through my mind. But thank God, I have been, raising up my spirituality as well, my spiritual being, and really, exploring that. Um, and I know that, listen, I'm not gonna get my mind. I'm not gonna let my mind get the best of me, right? I'm not gonna let my thoughts just run wild and start going crazy. I'm sure it's nothing, and I know it's nothing. It's probably, maybe something came up a little bit too high or something, and she wants me to watch it. That's what I said it was gonna be, right? I was like, I know I'm gonna be fine. So, yesterday I went to get the results, and I came back with some of my levels, like my glucose is very high, so it's borderline diabetic. Okay, so basically she told me I'm pre-diabetic. Okay, pre-diabetic, and also my cholesterol levels are a little higher as well, which is not good. She did say everything else checked out great, so I was like, all right, so what's positive, right? Because you always have to look at the silver lining. Okay, so this ain't but what is good, right? And everything else is good. Everything else is good. I'm healthy, thank God. I'm healthy. Everything else is good. There's no fatty liver. She was like, wow, that's really good. All right, so we need to work on this. So here are our options, right? Options are A, I could prescribe you two different medications to start lowering that stuff, right? Or B, you could just watch your diet and start doing some more exercise and, get yourself healthier naturally, right? Like on your own, by your own will. And I chose option B. I'm like, listen, doc, this is something that I feel like I needed to hear. Because sometimes in life, we need that person just to give us the raw truth, right? And doctors are really good at that, right? Like, doctors usually don't sugarcoat anything. They will give you the raw truth and let you know exactly what's going on in your body, right? And I told her that. I was like, listen, I appreciate you. Just give it to me raw. She was like, oh, I apologize. I don't, I don't want, I'm sorry if I come out too straightforward. I'm like, no, 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 no. I love that. I appreciate that. Just give it to me. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell me how it is. And she told me, she's like, well, if you diet, exercise, and get yourself right, you'll be good. And it's something that you should practice as a lifestyle, right? I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. And I needed this. I needed that wake-up call, I needed that wake-up call. And I told her that. I was like, listen, I feel like this is what I needed to hear, because I have been on a roller coaster when it comes to my weight. I've been on a roller coaster, right? I'll always start, this is it. This is the year I'm going to do it. This is the year I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose all this weight. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to look amazing and feel amazing, right? And I'll start off on a good track, and then bam, crash, right? Life happens, right? It takes too long to prepare the meals. I don't have time to go get all this fresh produce and veggies and stuff that we really need. So I'm always on the run because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm going to change the world, right? But let's be honest. If you ever have stopped and taken inventory of your life, and I get this from Les Brown. I love Les Brown. He's always saying, hey, take inventory of your life, right? And I did that. And I'm like, okay, my entrepreneurship journey is well on its way. It's going good, right? And if you're a true entrepreneur, you're never satisfied, right? You're never satisfied where you're at, because you're always seeing more opportunities and more growth, right? So I'm definitely seeing that, but I'm realizing, hey, I've come a long way, and I'm on the right track, right? So that's good. I feel in my spiritual life, I've been loading up. I've been getting around the right people, right? And just learning more and more and more and developing that aspect in my life. That's good. Check. Right? I'm going on the right track. And then when it comes down to like my health, my health, right? I'm like, I'm trying, but am I really trying hard enough? Am I really, really, really putting the effort that I need to put into this in order to, really see the results that I just truly desire, right? And the answer is no. I really haven't. Like I say, I'll start eating healthy. I'll start doing some exercise, and then the consistency is where it's the real challenge. And as an entrepreneur, and just speaking to you, if you're an entrepreneur, or if you're just a person that wants to grow, right, or maybe have a change of lifestyle, we have to look at it like this, right? So I look at it like business, because my analogies, I always kind of go back to a business, because that's why mostly where I'm at, right? That's my game. So in business, the only way a brand or a business is going to grow is through consistency, right? It's through consistency. So I feel that I have to implement that in every aspect of my life. And all the other quadrants, right, in my life, I have to put in that consistency, just like a brand, right? That's the brand gets to where it is at, where it's like self-sustained, like Apple and Microsoft. All these major brands are where they're at because of consistency, right? They're consistent with their marketing efforts, consistent with their sales, with what they're doing, and then they grow to be these huge brands where you just see an Apple symbol, what it is Apple, oh, that's Microsoft, right? So that's the same with us, right? In our personal lives, if we stay consistent enough in what we're doing, we're going to hit our goals that we truly desire. And they're going to speak for themselves. The results are going to speak for themselves, right? People are going to see results and, wow, you don't even have to say anything. They know that you're taking care of your body, right? They know. You get up on stage, go do keynote speech, they know, right? You walk in a room, they know, right? Because especially if it's physical appearance, right? You know who's working out, you know who's eating healthy, and obviously, you're not going to have this nice physique if you're not eating, the right things and doing the proper exercise. You're just not, right? So I decided to really, like, just take charge and say, no, I'm going to do it. So, she gave me 4 months. She's like, listen, in 4 months, I'm going to send you back to get more blood work done, and we're going to see where you're at. If you're not where you need to be at 4 months, then I'm going to push these prescriptions on you. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. So I see it as a challenge, right? And I know that this is the hardest thing that I have to do. And this has been the hardest challenge that I've been dealing with for a very, very long time. Very long time. But I've been putting it off the side. So my question to you is, whoever's watching this is, what have you been putting onto the side? And what's it going to take to get that true wake-up call? That true wake-up call. Because unfortunately, in this game of life, we don't have too many people that wear the black hat, meaning the people are just going to give you the raw truth and tell you how it is, whether it's going to sit right with you or not, but it has to be respected. They're giving you the truth, right? Sometimes in life, we don't have those people in our life. Maybe the people that we're surrounded with are more broken than us, in different areas of their life, maybe all around, right? Because your environment and the people that you are around definitely has a big toll on where you're at. Believe me when I tell you. So this is what I'm going to tell you. This is my advice for this particular vlog, okay? Is sit down and take inventory in your life, right? Sit down, take a piece of paper, pen, however you want to do it. If you're a typer, type it up, whatever. And, figure out where you're at in your life, right? Different areas, right? Financially, right? Are you really living the lifestyle that you thought that you wanted to live or you can, or have you just given up? Emotionally, are you just an emotional wreck? Like what's going on with your emotions? Spiritually, where are you at spiritually? Spirituality is like key, guys. I'm telling you right now. Like, you have to be good with yourself inside. That has to do a lot with that stuff, So I'm not going to get into that right now. And then also, figure out where you're at with health-wise. How's your health doing? Because above all things, right, if your mind's right and you got your mindset's good and you're thinking straight and you feel like you're making the best decisions, right, and your finances are straight and you feel like you're making plenty enough money to live the lifestyle that you desire, that you truly desire, and don't lie to yourself, guys, that you truly desire, right? Where's your health? Because at the end of the day, right, money's great, guys, money's great, and I'll tell you, money could change a lot of things for us, believe me. But if your health is not in order, this temple that we have, we only have one. If it's not in order, then what's the point, right? What is everything for? What the finances, the work, the hard work, the cars, the houses, the luxuries, the vacations. What is that for if you're not going to truly, get to enjoy the right way, right? You ever been somewhere and maybe you go on vacation somewhere and you see a lot of people doing this exciting exercise, I don't know, maybe a hike, and to go see this amazing view that the only way you could get up there is by taking this hike, this 5-mile hike or something, and you just don't have it in you. You just don't have it in you, so I guess that's something you can't experience, right? Or, and here was a big wake-up call for me, and I haven't really shared this with anyone. And I'm just being super vulnerable right now, guys, and I've learned that, you have to be vulnerable sometimes in life, in order to get a message across, right? So I was on a cruise a couple years ago, right? And there's these water slides, amazing water slides, right? These tubes, and just get launched through them. You have to stand on this platform, and they hit the switch, and you get like sucked through like a vacuum. And it's very fun, right? So I seen everybody going. They're like, yeah, come on, Jose, let's go. I'm like, all right. So I get up there, and I'm in line, and I'm waiting, and I get up to closer to the slide, and one of the attendants comes over and talks to me and kind of whispers, hey, would you mind coming over here with me real quick? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, what's going on? You know, he said, oh, I just need you to step on the scale real quick because there's a weight restriction on the water slide. I was like, wow. And the first thing that went through my mind is like, what if I'm too heavy? I'm going to be super embarrassed and ashamed if I have to walk away from my Yennefer, my friends, and walk all the way down this line because I'm overweight. And that was the first thing that went through my mind. And I was like, man, this is real. And thank God that I was under the weight limit by probably like 25 pounds, I'll be honest, you know. And I was like, great. And I was able to go through a water slide. And I did enjoy it very much. But that thought stuck in my head, you know, that thought stuck in my head. I'm like, man, I really need to do something. I really need to do something, you know. And like I said, I've been like a roller coaster up and down. But this right here, you know, hearing it from the person that I need to hear from with the black hat, right? Because when a doctor tells you, like, listen, buddy, either A, do what you have to do, which you probably already want to do anyway, and take it serious, take your life serious, or it's literally going to bring you death. You know? So I'm not sure what you need to hear in what aspect of your life. Maybe you're like the super healthy, fit guru, right? But your finances are a mess. Your personal life is a mess. You're in a toxic relationship. You know, whatever it is. Maybe you always want to start a business, but don't think you have what it takes. So obviously your state of mind is not right. You know, whatever it is, take inventory of your life and figure it out what you have to do. And look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and read to yourself what you have to do, because at the end of the day, that's the most important person in your life is you. All right, guys? Jose here, and talk to you soon. Peace.